You know what I could go for?
What's that?
Some pizza.
Oh, I already ordered a pizza.
You think of everything.
Wow, why don't you go right over there, to our clearly real, newly remodeled kitchen. Right over there.
Not the pizza, you damn dirty demon!
Shit!
Well, I'm not watching two movies, so it's Prey of the Jaguar or Conspiracy of Fear.
Is that Prey of the Jaguar by David DeCoteau?
You're right, I think it is!
Oh, wait a minute! Something else is happening. Like rip-roaring action. A suspenseful movie that's directed well with good cinematography and fight scenes. And awesome costumes.
What do you think?
Boy, do we not have a movie for you.
Ooh, snap. Do you like Marvel? Do you? Do you like Zack Snyder's DCEU?
No.
I had a joke all lined up and I forgot what it was.
Well, we are good at this, so...
Yeah.
That's why we have so many loyal followers and so much interest in this channel. Because we do a really good job and people love to watch us awkwardly mumble at each other. We could just push this off the table. Oh boy.
I was going to say something to the effect of that. This movie is about as good as any other comic book movie made in the 1990s.
Yeah.
Because somehow Batman Returns and Tank Girl are the gold standard of 90s comic book movies.
Well, they're fun at least.
Yeah.
And they're fun to look at. Even though Tank Girl is like alarming with those weird humanoid kangaroo things. I do not like the idea of that.
Yeah. I guess Blade was 99, the first Blade movie, so that goes in there.
So we watched Prey of the Jaguar. It's a 1996 movie.
Directed by everybody's favorite B-movie director.
If you like bad B-movies at all, then you've heard of David DeCoteau. With, a talking cat! It's exclamation point and question marks at the same time.
And the lesser-known talking horse, which is not worth watching whatsoever.
Yeah, we tried to watch that. It didn't work, actually. And we've watched a lot of garbage.
I don't think Riff Tracks could even save that one.
No one could.
Yeah.
No one. And the D.B. Wong's Bigfoot Adventure, or whatever the fuck that is.
D.B. Cooper?
Yeah, there we go.
Did you say D.B. Wong?
That dance guy.
I don't know.
Oh. Okay. It's fine. Moving right along.
You'll have to send me a picture or something that I can put up.
It was a Napoleon Dynamite. That was like the VHS you got to like learn how to dance.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I only remember the most useless of things. And everything else I forget immediately.
Yeah. This movie has a 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. Mm-hmm. We couldn't find what the budget was for it. Try as you may, rather.
Low.
Yes.
The budget is low.
I mean, it's David DeCoteau. It actually looks pretty high for a David DeCoteau movie.
Yeah, it doesn't just like take place in one weird, gross house
Right.
that needs cleaned badly.
And probably had porn going on there an hour before.
And maybe during. And also after.
That's true.
So David DeCoteau used to try. And this is like probably around the time that he was still kind of trying.
He didn't give up and start making movies about guys in their underwear until about 2010 or so.
Right. The 1313 and all the weird horror movies.
Sure.
Boy band horror movies.
Yeah.
Which we are definitely going to have to talk about. Don't say which one. Well, we're definitely going to have to talk about some of those little gems too.
We own one. And
So-
it's great. Yeah.
The only thing that I can think about, like, David DeCoteau movies, aside from crotches, crotch shots,
When you think of David, you'll think of crotch.
yes, and bare-chested men.
Yes.
Not men, boys. They're all very young. I just think of long, drawn-out movies
With nothing happening.
with not a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
And this is really no exception.
I mean, there's...
This is better.
Yeah. There's a story to this.
There's people in it.
The main character has a motivation. He has something driving him.
That's true.
Yeah.
And there's people in it. Tell us the people.
This movie stars Max Caulfield from Grease 2.
And you can't see
Empire
anything.
Records.
Just put them on, you old man. Put them on, you old bag.
Empire Records.
As who?
As Rex Manning.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I've seen that movie like once. I have no idea.
Oh, well, to people like me, it was like a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's a super 90s movie under
Yeah.
that. But,
Teeny Bopper girls liked it.
yeah.
Continue.
Trevor Goddard of Mortal Kombat fame, the 90s one,
Yeah.
as Kano.
Yes. And in this movie,
Bandera.
yeah, he's Bandera.
Yeah.
He's the villain. And there are some scenes where he is clearly on some cocaine.
Maybe that bastard didn't die. Well, I'll give him a goddamn war.
Of course he's dead. I saw you shoot him. He fell off the roof with a bullet in his heart. He's dead.
He's out of breath all the time. He is just huffing and puffing through those lines.
Yeah, he's having a hard time.
Oh, he was also in Dire Wolf, the Fred Olen Ray god-awful movie that we
Yeah, but
listened to last night.
you were talking about the villain,
Yeah.
but that was
Oh, that was Max Caulfield.
yeah, Max Caulfield.
Sorry.
Yeah, we did watch Dire Wolf.
Stacy Keach also.
Gah. You all know Stacy Keach. Well, fuck me, I guess. Keep going.
Linda Blair
What a
Of,
horrible actor.
of Repossessed fame. I'm sure you remember her from that.
You're so clever.
I know. Paul Bartel. He had a very small role in this, but it was one of my
Is
favorites.
it Bartle?
I think it's Bartel.
Yeah.
It's T-E-L, not L-E.
Bartle.
Bartle. Paul Bartle. You would recognize him from Eating Raoul. We definitely recognize him from Chopping Mall and Twin Sitters.
Two of the best movies ever made.
Yes, indeed. John Fujioka, also of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Chief Priest.
he was the chief priest.
Oh, like the main guy who runs the tournament, the finish him guy.
I think so.
Nice.
Uh-oh. These fucking things.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that guy was referred to as Chief Priest.
I don't know. Maybe it's not that guy, but that's who he was. I don't remember Mortal Kombat well enough, to be honest.
I mean, the game was great, but there hasn't been a single good Mortal Kombat movie.
No.
That's for
Oh my god.
certain. Even though there's been like 5 of them somehow.
Why does that keep happening?
They must be like, this time we're getting it right. Like, we really got a script this time. It's never good.
Never. They should stop.
Although Lambert as Raiden was fantastic casting.
Ew! I don't want to sleep next to you anymore. And continue.
Of American Samurai.
And American Ninja.
American Ninja. I've never seen American Samurai. I've never even heard of that.
That's later.
Yeah.
But I want to watch it now because I think it's like of the same world, so I'm sure it's stupid as hell.
Yeah. We have American Ninja 4 also on DVD. Which
Oh, we're so
never
lucky.
Watched.
We should watch that.
Yeah, we should.
And let these fine people, all none of you, know how it is.
This movie features gratuitous crotch shots pretty heavily.
Yeah.
That guy is
not the worst.
That guy's laying some side pipe
We
for the
could-
whole movie.
We could do worse.
Also known for its terrible costume, as per designed by a dead baby. Leah has written.
Okay.
That's referring to his 8-year-old son who was murdered earlier in the movie.
I do the best I can, Matt.
Yeah.
I want all my clothes designed by a dead baby.
Oh.
No? Okay. I'm gonna get in trouble. Matt's gonna chop it out of the thing.
I probably won't.
Okay.
But
I have a synopsis for this.
awesome.
So we'll just plow through it and get on to some notable scenes, which there aren't a ton, really.
There's a few.
For the first time we watched this movie, we thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was pretty hilarious the second time I watched it.
I didn't. I thought that there were some great parts. I
Yeah.
really love the villain in this movie.
He's ridiculous.
Oh my god, he's like
He looks like
coked up Colin Farrell, like
he's
poor
like
man's Colin Farrell.
he's like Super Shredder if he was played by Colin Farrell.
All right.
Do you remember Super Shredder at the end of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2? The Secret of the Ooze? And he like punches through the dock at the very end of the movie and he's like a big mutant shredder.
I don't remember what he looks like.
It's bad. It's
Yeah.
really terrible. It's right after the Vanilla Ice scene, in fact.
Oh, I believe you.
Yeah.
So the synopsis of this movie is: drug kingpin escapes from prison, and he brings his special forces rival Derek out of retirement when the kingpin murders Derek's entire family,
Sure does.
including his then pregnant wife.
Yes.
So it's 2 babies down.
Put a counter up here, although I think we're done.
There's no more dead babies to
No.
happen. All right. And then apparently Derek is driven insane by this happening and becomes a vigilante.
Yes. Thankfully, he used to work for the Super Secret Ops agency.
Yeah, so he's got that going for him. Becomes a vigilante Jaguar, which is child Drew.
Yeah, it was a superhero his son made up.
Yes. And then Derek moves in, shacks up with his old kung fu master.
Murdered by Bandera. Son of a bitch killed my family. My little family.
Oh, he's trying.
Hey, don't hang on that, all right?
Yeah. Is it kung fu? I don't know what's going on in this. What is it? Karate? I don't know. What?
Probably.
Okay.
I think so.
Whatever. It's all the same crap.
All the weapons are Japanese, the throwing stars and the nunchucks.
Oh man. Sleep potion.
Also, gis are Japanese. You don't see those in Kung Fu.
So there's a back and forth. You know.
Although he was doing Tai Chi in that one scene. I'm so sorry.
You're not sorry. You ruin my synopsis every time.
Sorry, keep going.
I'm like pretty much done, but now I
I'll
feel like
stay quiet.
a jerk for even trying to finish
Back
it.
up a few steps and I'll drink my drink.
God damn it. Yeah, just shut up! Where am I even? Okay, moves into his old karate master. I don't know. And there's just a back and forth. Some fights ensue between the Kingpin and Derek. And then there's some cops. And they get in the mix. It's kind of really boring, all that crap in the middle. And then there's, the inevitable battle at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot, really. Alright. So, this movie is like an almost so bad it's good, I think. And
I think it is so bad it's good.
eh.
I'll watch this a third time, for certain. For honest and for true.
I'm not sure. I'm not so certain as you.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. I mean, you could do worse, for sure.
Much worse.
And it is, I would classify, like, one of the best David DeCoteau movies.
I would agree with that. I mean, outside of a talking cat, there really isn't another one that I would watch more than once.
Santa Summer House.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which he has, like, one of the best martial artist women of
Cynthia
all
Rothrock,
time
yeah.
in that movie, and she does zero martial arts.
Yeah. There's another somewhat known martial artist in that movie, too. And we watched a couple of his movies. I don't remember.
Oh,
his
yeah,
name.
that guy.
Yeah.
With the eyes. The weird little beady eyes.
That guy who's got the eyes.
He's like Australian or
Yeah.
British or something. I don't know.
Wasn't he in that dance movie, too?
I don't know.
The one at the resort with the guy. You know which one I'm talking about.
The really horribly awkward one
Yeah.
that we own,
Mm-hmm.
that we bought to do
On the show,
someday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dancing is my life. You don't know a single thing about dancing.
Oh no?
But yeah, the best parts of this film are, the terribly awkward costume that happens. It's very Nightman-esque.
It's super Nightman-esque. I was actually planning on bringing that up.
Well, too bad. I already did.
This actually is right in line with pretty much any superhero property coming out of the 1990s. Because there were shows like Nightman, the one with Dean Cain, The Adventures of Lois and Clark.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I used to watch the shit out of that show.
That terrible Captain America movie that came out in the 90s.
Never saw it.
The Hulk and Thor one with the guy that Dan Connor punches out in that episode of Roseanne Plays Thor.
This is why no one wants to watch this show, because I do not know what any of this fucking shit is. And I have nothing to say about it.
You know that episode of Roseanne. I mean, you can picture that guy pretty well, right?
Yeah, sure.
He looks like Thor.
There's no love story. There's no, like...
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be one between him and Linda
Oh,
Blair.
thank God there isn't. Linda Blair is not.
I liked her suspenders outfit. I thought that was a pretty cool look.
That's nice of you. Linda Blair.
Yeah, you know.
Nope.
She just looks like a mom.
Yeah.
Like,
Even when she was a child, she looked like a mom.
right.
Alright, you open in a prison scene with Banderas getting moved around somewhere.
Yeah.
The most notable thing about this is his giant boots that he has on. This really bothered me a lot.
Also the giant hair that he has on.
Oh my god, the giant hair.
The
The hair is something else.
They're transporting him to a different facility or something like that. We get to his accomplices who are going to break him out. They've staged a car wreck or something
Yeah.
on the road to stop the transport bus.
Hey, puppy!
There he
Alright.
is.
Oh! Okay! Hi! Right into the mic. So yeah, they staged the scene, and then they actually kill the actor they hired.
Yeah.
He's just like, they're not gonna believe this. And he's like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, maybe this will make them more believable.
So the cops stop,
Yeah.
and they break them out. Break Bandera out of his cop van.
Yeah.
And then then you're at home with the main character and his expecting wife.
Yeah.
And this is also when Stacy Keach enters to tell them that Bandera is out.
I'm not asking you to come back for good. Just until we get Bandera.
That's not the issue. I don't believe in the organization anymore.
It was actually really surprising that Stacy Keach didn't turn out to be
The villain.
the big villain.
Yeah.
Because he seems really sleazy
Yeah,
when he goes over there.
he is the Keach.
And he's always dressed in black. And he's kind of like smug and
Yeah.
yeah. Like when you meet his character, like, oh, this guy's definitely going to turn out to be the bad guy, but it doesn't.
No, I know. So that's confusing too.
Yeah, maybe it got cut out of the movie.
Yeah, because, I mean, Stacy Keach had a fucking ponytail. I mean, like...
Derek, the main character, is in witness protection.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's in the same city that he always worked in, apparently.
Yeah.
It's very dumb.
He does just eventually drive to his old job at the secret super agency guy.
Gymnasium.
Yeah. the turtleneck and jeans factory.
Yes. Do you think they supply the turtlenecks, or do you think they have to buy their own?
Standard issue.
Standard issue turtleneck?
Yeah.
So that scene happens.
Sure does.
It's boring! So much of this is so boring. Like, they're not really developing any of these characters at all.
Yeah.
They're just like, and then this, meh, then that's done, and meh, then that, meh, done. And then
Yeah.
they're just like,
They hit
you
all
don't
the
care about anyone.
they hit all the beats that they should in a script like this, but it's really generic. Like it's cookie cutter, paint by the numbers
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Who is this for? It's rated R.
It is rated R, just for two F-bombs, I guess.
Yeah.
And
There's,
that's it.
It's not like bloody.
Yeah, there's no blood in this movie.
There are fights, but they're not
Oh.
particularly like that violent.
Yeah.
I don't know. The one time that one guy swore, you were just like, "Did you just say fuck?" Like he was just.
Yeah, it was.
I
It
think
was
you'll
a
see
bit
it
of
in
a
the. Yeah,
taken aback moment.
because we thought maybe it was. We didn't look at the rating, but we thought maybe it was like a
Yeah.
PG-13 movie or something like that.
And there's nothing even close to like sexually suggestive.
Other than like the fully clothed crotch shots.
That's true.
That are, I mean, like, do you think he tells his actors like?
He always like
Make sure there's an outline, like a real pronounced one, because I'm gonna get all up in there.
right.
Now we're in the police station. This is when they're introducing the cops. Linda Blair, no idea what her cop name is. I don't remember at all. I don't care.
Nope.
And then there's this big dumpy drunk cop as her partner.
He is legitimately drunk through the whole movie.
Pretty sure that
Yeah.
guy was just wasted the whole time.
So I got this little theory here. See this guy? Jason Shepard? What he did was, he rats out some big, giant drug kingpin, turned state's evidence. They set him up with new identities. Derek Lee. 8 years go by, these guys track his ass down and they murder his family.
And then they go after him.
Fits.
So he's pissed. And rightly so.
Decides to take matters into his own little hands.
No idea what his name is. No idea who the actor is. Don't care.
No.
But she like plays this cruel joke on him and like tells him that she's transferring. And the reason why is because she was in love with him. And he was like,
He was reciprocating.
He was into
Like,
it.
Yeah, in earnest.
yeah. And
In
then she
earnest?
just,
How do you say that word?
Ernest?
Earnest. Sorry.
And Ernst. Ernst. Oh my god. So she's just like in front of the whole station just blew this guy up.
Yeah.
It's you.
Me? What'd I do?
Everything, Raj, everything you do attracts me more and more. Look, I just can't fight it anymore. I love you. And it's dangerous for both of us.
Leah. I love you too. You know, my own way. I really do.
Gotcha! Happy anniversary, partner. 5 years, 142 bucks and 68 practical jokes.
Bitch.
You bet.
So now we are in Derek's work job site.
The construction site, yeah.
Which is kind of a funny scene, actually.
It
Some
is.
guy's just drinking wine out of a silver flask.
Gino, yeah.
Which is... You can't even put a whole glass of wine in a flask, I feel.
What's it doing for you?
Why would you
Yeah.
want that? That's just gonna make your breath smell terrible. Like, isn't that the point of a flask? Like, put a liquor in it that isn't particularly stinky if you're working.
Right. Yeah, you want vodka in there.
Not wine. That's
Gin, I guess.
the weirdest move of all.
Right. And something stronger, because what is half a glass of wine going to do for you? Like, I suppose it might ward off the shakes or
I was
something
gonna
if
say
you-
exactly that.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe. Who knows? Well, yeah. You know, surprise. Bandera shows up and kills everyone there except for him. And then he, you know, tells him that this is like a revenge plot, I guess, since Derek killed his father
Yeah.
or something like that. Bandera kills Derek's family,
Yeah, he lets them know that he personally killed them.
and then he like throws him off a roof or something.
Yes.
That's a really good stunt, actually.
It was. Landing like in that tight dumpster
Yeah,
was...
that's a tight dumpster.
That dumpster's tight.
Like a nice butt. Tight dumpster.
A tight dumper.
Ew. That's very New Jersey of you, I feel.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't apologize to me, I don't care.
Sorry, New Jersey?
Don't ever apologize, New Jersey. They don't deserve your apologies. Okay, so cops show up to this job site. Oh, Derek was saved by the silver wine flask that he confiscated by the
Right.
drunk guy.
Mm-hmm.
Cops show up and take him downtown. So this was confusing because, you know, they're like, oh, this poor guy, his family's dead. And then everyone at his job site's dead, but he's alive. I guess...
No correlation there.
I guess there's no connection. You can go.
Have a nice evening, sir.
Yes. Well, drunk cop did say that. He's like, why are we letting this guy go? She's
Yeah.
like, why not?
Yeah.
He's fine.
He goes home and gets his drink on.
Yes, he does. He's at home. I put hallucinating Stacy Keach.
Yes.
Just having these weird, like, flashbacks of Stacy Keach in his house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then he wakes up and he says,
Oh, my head.
as if upon waking the day after your entire family was slaughtered, you're going to be worried about your hangover. You know?
oh yeah,
Like
he
you're
really
going to be
didn't.
like, oh, my head.
He
What
didn't
did
really
I...
seem to care very
Yeah.
much in that
He
scene.
really didn't.
Like, the acting is pretty bad. Although there are a few times, like, further in the movie where that actor is, like, really, really trying, and it's sort of
Oh,
embarrassing.
man. When he hugs the punching bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, like, embarrassing.
My
Like,
little family.
it's... Oh, yeah.
And that mustache. The fake
Oh,
mustache.
yeah! We didn't
Holy
talk about
shit.
the fake mustache! Why?
It is.
What's... Because...
It is Beastie Boys sabotage level bad.
Is he, like... That's what he thinks people are not going to recognize him?
I guess so.
With that mustache?
When you're
that's
in witness protection, but you don't actually leave the city.
same color hair, no beard or anything. I mean,
Right.
like, I would have fake glasses on, maybe dye the hair, have a beard.
Yeah.
No,
I'd
just
get like a Spider-Man tattoo on my face.
What? Like of a Spider-Man swinging?
I was thinking of the guy from Hot Fuzz who had the face paint of Spider-Man.
Oh,
But sure, that works too.
I would rather have you have a swinging Spider-Man.
Nobody would recognize you
swinging
for
across
sure,
your face,
because they'd only be
trying to see the Spider-Man in your facial, your facial features. Oh man, maybe you could get like a brick wall tattooed on the other side, like a building. Mm-hmm. And he could swing from this side. Please do that.
What? Get those tattoos?
Yeah.
I'm sure you would be really thrilled if I did that.
I mean, I'd never touch you again.
Right. I'd be that homeless guy with the Spider-Man tattoo on his face.
And one side of your face is just a wall. Oh man. Now this is when he decides to break into the secret facility that he used to work at, which he has like a scan card to get in, which apparently
his
hasn't
access
changed.
card still works.
So
They didn't deactivate it.
He drove there. And then he used his old card.
Yeah, and
fob
everybody's
to
just
get
like,
in.
"Oh, hey, Derek, what are you doing here?"
Well, he just made the joke like some things never change. I'm like, no.
To himself, he made
He
this
made the
joke,
joke,
and
yes.
it didn't even make sense.
Matt is just mortified that he made this joke to himself.
Well,
Okay. Yeah. I don't actually know what all was said during the scene because I feel like I just stopped paying attention. It was something about like
nothing mattered. He went there to ask some questions about
Bandera. Bandera's
Bandera.
dead in their like
Yeah.
in their system. It says that he died.
right.
Why? I don't know. Did they stage death? Maybe that's what one of the cops was used for. We don't know.
Yeah, we were more concerned about whether those turtlenecks were standard issue or if they had to buy them themselves.
We were just talking about the fashion
Yes,
and the black jeans.
I feel the jeans were lazy because everybody else was in dress pants, and this guy's just, and he's carrying an Uzi around.
Oh, very awkwardly
Yeah.
also, which ended up being like a prop for punching him in the
He may
face.
as well have been like tossing it.
He was pointing it at the one guy.
He was. He stood with his arms crossed and he was just like
Pointing it right at his head?
at his commanding officer. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I think he was trying to tell them like Bandera's back and it's gonna be bad. Also, it's like this is like it looks like a military kind of thing.
Right.
Why the fuck would you care about some stupid like drug guy, local drug guy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And why is your super secret government agency building in like a dentist's office with just like one room with these mysterious black
The
curtains?
curtains, the Wayne's World curtains.
Yeah.
I want it to be a Wayne's World scenario where they peel a curtain back and there's just like all this hot action going on.
What's really behind there is probably, like, we were joking around, there's probably like a high school auditorium.
Yeah.
Probably a basketball court behind there.
I mean, I would not be surprised at
Yeah.
all. Okay. So that ends because they're just like, no, get out of here. And they were all like hating each other. I don't know. It was just very weird. Like,
I don't know why they got all antagonistic with him.
I don't know either.
They're like, you better hit the bricks.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, fuck you. I'm out.
So he left.
Yep.
And,
I'm bouncing.
oh, I thought you were talking about the noise your foot was making.
I don't know. I hope that's not... I should stop doing that.
Yes, you should. This is when he goes to the toy store
Yes.
to get his cool
Paul
stuff
Bartel.
made.
Yeah.
Who apparently he saved his life in Afghanistan or something.
Venezuela.
What? Okay, whatever. Who
He
cares?
says... I swear he says some South American.
Who cares?
It doesn't matter.
And that's when this guy just like gives him all this shit, just back room.
Yeah.
Sort of like this is a front. It's the worst toy store of all time. There's like nothing in there.
It's like 3 square feet, and his secret room of military grade weapons is not much better. They're like kind of doing the Bond thing where he's like, "Oh, do you need some new toys to play with?"
Right.
But like nothing was actually showcased.
No.
or impressive.
No. It was just, he like rattled off a bunch of military things that he needed.
Yeah.
And it was just really lame. And then this is when he like brings his dead baby sketches. This is
The dart gun. Which he uses excessively.
Almost exclusively
Yeah.
he uses the dart gun. He really loves the dart gun.
Jaguar man is into darts.
Yeah.
Into sedative darts.
They didn't have any good Jaguar snarls.
They really...
I feel like you should just add them
Yeah.
to clips. Yeah. Sure.
Like that?
Just like that. Like the wind, Matt. Yeah, this is when I brings child drawings to inventor, and I put a frown. And he takes 10 a year. Okay, now he's, can't go back to his house because, you know, it's all shut up and there's, like, his wife's blood and stuff on the walls and whatever.
Returns to his mentor.
Yes. Yes.
Master
Yi. Master Yi's dojo, which is just some warehouse.
Yes.
Which is just empty all the time. This is, that's fine. I think he's gonna, like, take him in, they're gonna start training again.
Right, we're about to get a training montage.
The way of the Jaguar. One on straight. Stealth. And speed.
Jaguar's just a normal guy, makes his mind and body really strong. But it takes more than exercise. What really makes him special is his training. He does it because he really wants to stop the bad guys. Because somebody's got to make them pay for their crimes.
That character, Master Yi, is like literally the only one that I like in this whole movie. Just because that man in general seems really pleasant.
He really does.
And then I read about him and he's super pleasant. Well, he was. He died when he was 93. So he lived a good long life.
Good for him.
He was like born in 1925. I'm more interested in talking about this man than anyone else.
Tell us all about him.
Well, he has like some medals of honor from like the war, World War II, I guess. And come on, man. He just like, it had like a list of his hobbies. He was into yoga and like Tai Chi and like he was really into his prized roses.
Ooh.
And he had 2 Dobermans.
That's adorable.
I know. I'm just like, this man just sounds like such a interesting fella. I don't know, like a person he's Japanese American, but he's from Hawaii.
Got it.
Yeah. And I guess he used to be like a school teacher there. And I remembered all this stuff about him. No one's going to care about this. I just wish that I could have met him because he just seemed so nice.
I'm keeping it all in the episode.
And he had a degree in sociology.
I see. Tell me more.
That's about it. That's all I could find about him. That's all I read about him.
Yeah.
So who knows why he got into acting. I'm sure maybe there's more information about it. I might read more about this man because I just liked his friendly face so much.
Perhaps there's a biography out there.
Yeah, you can get it for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'll be so happy.
Yeah, the guy in the Jaguar suit will be a total hero to kids everywhere.
What do you think?
Oh, this is when he breaks into his old work. He breaks in to steal information on Bandera. And there's that dot matrix printer.
Yeah.
That takes like 20 minutes.
Printing page 1.
You may as well take a nap.
people show up and like beat him up also. Or sort of, I don't know, he gets them into a fight.
Yeah.
Because after this scene is done, he's back at his dojo. And the
Master Yi.
Master Yi's putting the bruise be gone on him.
He does call it bruise be gone, doesn't he?
I don't think so.
No, was that something we made that up because he has that bottle that just says sleep inducer.
Yes, that's right. He dips his throwing star in sleep inducer. That's it. That's all that's on it. I'm gonna assume that he's dipping his darts in sleep inducer as well.
Yeah, I would think so.
His many darts.
He really has a ton of them.
You ought to do a tally of darts. Because that's also like something the cops are talking about quite a bit too.
Yeah.
The darts. Alrighty. Drug dealer gives massage to Bandera? What?
Don't know.
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Gabagoo!
I just spelled it wrong.
Message?
When I write really fast, my writing is terrible when I'm writing really fast. This is the really good joke in the movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, this is one.
This is the
sleazy drug dealer guy.
Sleazy drug dealer. He's
in an
like by
alley.
the bridge he's in an alley.
Stop trying to remember it. You're remembering it bad.
I got false memories.
We all do.
Yeah.
That's pretty much most of all of our lives. Okay, so yeah, this is the really awful joke. So I think he's trying to he grabs this bag of cocaine and he rips it and throws it on the ground. So he's just got cocaine all over him now.
Yeah.
And the joke, he's got this thug pinned or something, and he says, in quotes, "Tell Bandera he better learn to pray because now he is."
And the guy says, "What?"
And then Derek says, "Pray."
You can call me Jaguar. And tell Bandera he better learn to pray. Because now he is.
What?
Pray.
Awful! Awful joke.
Oh,
Awful.
Man. It's not even a joke.
It's not.
It was supposed to be witty, and it's just
confusing and disgusting. It's a disgusting thing.
Disgusting.
Oh! This is when he goes to Bandera's warehouse. And there's just guys pointing guns elsewhere, even though there's one person fighting them.
They keep showing them shooting
at nothing.
And then he pops up behind them
Yeah.
and says what were you firing at?
I'm guessing that's supposed to mean he's stealth.
Right, he's super fast and stealthy and he's just
yeah. But they never play that up ever.
Yeah.
He's just in this horrible, clunky, awkward costume.
And he keeps hopping onto things.
Yes, hopping up onto things.
If you were a little kid and you were pretending to be a superhero, that's what you would do.
Yeah.
You'd be ha!
Yeah.
He keeps doing that.
That's why, that's part of choreography, right?
Yes.
Not good.
Oh, it's bad, yeah.
Not good at all. So, Derek just took a whole
briefcase
of money.
Yeah. He's just well, they don't need it.
No, he said, someone's got to pay for my stuff. That's what he said.
I guess I'll just steal this blood money.
Yes.
What the hell? Somebody has to pay for all my stuff.
Next is they kill Master Yi, Bandera's men.
Yes.
So sad. That was the worst part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So sad. I love that little man.
I love that little man.
And now there's a super boring scene in the police station. And Linda Blair is all about Derek being a vigilante. She's all about having one around, I guess. And
yeah.
No cops are like that. This is so fucking boring, this part.
It's the movie just shifts into 20 minutes of exposition for no reason. because we all know what's going on.
But we're getting to that even more here.
Yeah.
Because I put even more boring exposition.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's just everyone's running out of steam. That's why I was like...
They're padding the movie, I think.
Yeah, and my synopsis is sort of like, well, they go back and forth. And I don't know, there's like no notable path here. It's just sort of like...
They really do spend... It's probably not 20 minutes, but it is like 5 to 10 minutes of side characters just kind of like explaining their motivations.
Yeah.
And their thought processes. They may as well be saying it directly to the camera because there's no point.
No, there isn't
to
at
these
all.
scenes at all. Yeah.
And it's already stuff that you could really kind of figure out anyway. Like, it doesn't even need to be in there. Alright, now Stacy Keach shows up.
This is when you think he's gonna reveal himself as the main villain.
Yeah, and he's like talking to Derek and stuff, and nothing really happens there.
Junior, in our prison. Big deal, Fusey. Bandera wanted your head on this as much as he wanted. And then the whole thing began to snowball. So I threatened to expose the whole thing.
Pertinent details. Obliterated.
I mean, it's kind of just...
He just tells them where Bandera hides out.
Yeah.
Where he's staying.
I just put more boring exposition. I think this was like a particularly bad one.
Yeah. I don't remember anything that was said in this conversation except for Derek was like, hey, do you know where Banderas is? And Stacy Keach is like, yep.
It would have been so much better if that is the case.
Yeah.
But this is also one, because we'd totally forgotten. We watched this a while ago.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, Stacy Keach, he's like the main villain. He's got to be. There's no other...
Got to be.
Yeah, there's no other way.
Why have his character in it at all?
Yeah.
If he's not going to end up being the villain.
He just ended up going away then. That was it.
Yeah.
No more of them. Fine.
Keach be gone.
Yep, Keach be gone. So, they're gearing up for the final showdown. And this is when all the main fighting happens. Some funny shit happens, I guess. There's an exploding arrow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And then Bandera's right-hand man, finally, who I actually think was the choreographer for this whole movie.
He definitely was.
And I think he's supposed to actually be a pretty good fighter, but he never really does much in
He
this.
had some good fighting scenes a little bit.
There's two.
Yeah.
And this one was like a missed opportunity because he essentially just jumps into a burning car.
He jumps right on top of the hood of that burning car and sets himself on fire.
Yeah. And so that's him down, and then now it's the main boss. It's Bandera's. They fight.
They fight. He
kills him.
He has a gun for some reason.
Yes.
No? Yeah.
That's like... that's kind of really like the Indiana Jones scene when he just shoots the guy. It's sort of just like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, where was this gun even? You haven't been using a gun at all this entire movie, and all of a sudden you just have one. Like, do you think he would have stolen it off of someone? But he actually had a fucking holster for it. He put the gun back in the holster.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. Like, the Linda Blair shows up. And
she shows up. She's like, I was just in the neighborhood.
Doesn't she shoot someone? I don't know.
I was in the neighborhood. Heard some gunshots. Thought maybe somebody needed my help.
This is like the big scene, and we're supposed to remember everything, but it wasn't.
We'll cut to it. You'll see what happens right now.
But yeah, Linda Blair shows up, and she just gives him a pass.
Right. And then Drunk Cop goes to the dojo.
Yeah.
Finds it empty. I guess Jaguar has moved on. You're supposed to show the viewers that Jaguar is going to continue fighting crime. Like maybe you show him standing at the top of a building looking down upon the city.
I think he was on a motorcycle when he left.
You show him riding his motorcycle through the city.
Yeah.
But we just get credits. You don't know if he is going to continue being Jaguar guy or if he's just done now.
This is also when Drunk Cop was probably paid what he was owed, and they gave him just like a bottle of whiskey or whatever at the end of the movie.
And some cigarettes.
Yeah. They were just like on the counter next to some darts.
Yeah.
Which I guess they thought was clever or something. And he just took those things and left.
Yeah.
So it's just like, everything's so disjointed. Like, it should have been Linda Blair as the main cop. I mean, come on.
Yeah, she showed up at the end
I know.
to help him out, so it just kind of feels like they didn't know which cop they were going to focus on.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
And so they kept going back and forth.
It was a very unbalanced sort of thing. I don't know.
Overall, I don't think I would necessarily recommend this movie. It's a cookie cutter action movie. There are a million of these movies in the 90s. They might not necessarily be superhero themed movies, but white guys doing bad martial arts. Ugh, fucking dime a dozen. Yeah,
definitely. We always have to say the same thing everywhere after the brain meld. It happens so frequently now.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this movie either. I mean, like with everything we talk about, yes and no. I mean, obviously we're choosing these films for a reason.
Right.
We think that there's enough in them to talk about that is funny. Sometimes we just sort of plan a thing and it...
Right. I would say this is like a good hangover movie.
I guess so.
I wouldn't recommend watching this with friends because it's not funny enough for that situation.
You changed your tune because I feel like in the beginning of this conversation you were like, this is great. There's lots of funny things that happen, and then as we boiled it down, you're just like, eh.
Yeah, well.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You could do worse, but you could do a hell of a lot better too.
It's a background movie.
Yeah.
You put it in because or put it on, rather. It is 2023. People don't put in movies anymore. Really.
It doesn't matter!
You put it on because you're being lazy. You got some pizza to eat, I guess, and you just want to look at something while you're eating your pizza.
Well, I've got this pizza to eat.
Or, you're doing something. You're drawing or you're on your computer. You just have it on. It's one of those movies.
Yep.
That's my thought.
Take it or leave it. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess that's that.
That's that.
Yeah.